What's up, everybody? It's the Steamer and the Champ coming at you with the podcast 2.0, Bofacast 2.0.
That's me, the Champ. What's up, guys? You can also refer to us as Dirty Eddie and the Boys, Dirty Humpy and the Boys.
We're taking recommendations for new podcast duo nicknames.
Yeah, so if you have any requests, you can group chat us. Unlike everybody didn't when we asked for who they thought the Steamer Champ was going to be. But
yeah, I can definitely tell the reflection on the Steamer vote to Fantasy Decathlon participation. Yeah, you can definitely tell who really pays attention in the league. And
so should we just get straight to that?
Fantasy Decathlon? Or the Steamer vote?
Who we think the Steamer's going to be?
Yeah, we can start out with that, I guess, and then we'll get into the draft and why people think what they think. So there was 8 people that voted, 4 people didn't vote. You can probably take a good guess at who those 4 people are.
Yeah, because you would know that you didn't vote. So
there was 1 vote for Jacob, which kind of surprised me because I think Jacob's team's actually looking rather nice this year, maybe one of his best teams yet.
Besides that, he traded away Alvin Kamara to only get Alvin Kamara back. But, hey, whatever works. You basically just were carrying Jamie's baby for him. But, hey, I mean, whatever works, whatever floats your boat.
And then the other 7 votes were all for Fitnick. I think, considering the majority of the league voted for that, I think everyone can understand why, and we'll get into that a little bit when we get in deeper in the draft. But
so let us just recap. There were 8 votes, and 7 of them were for Fitnick. There's only 12 people in this league, so more than half, and people didn't even voted for Fitnick. So
this is true.
Just to clarify.
So Fitnick,
you got a lot of work to do, man. That's all we're gonna say.
Fitnick, all I can say is, I'm glad it's not me. And can't wait to give that thing to whoever gets it next year or this year. Hopefully it's not me. Hopefully my team's looking on the up and up. But yeah. Also, Fantasy Decathlon putting in. I've been getting with John to put in and implement permanent events. 2 of them are coming up. One of them's I think is due in the next couple days, the top 10 college football. So if you haven't done that while you're listening to this, just do that real quick, even if you just literally copy and paste the top 10 for the preseason, because hey, that's something.
Yeah, but watch out, ACU, sneaky top 10. I'm just gonna say it there.
And then also don't forget to put in your divisional leaders for the NFL that we've done, I think, every year. So, the NFL season doesn't start for another week, so that shouldn't be a problem. But, and the rest I think aren't for a while after that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try and keep people updated on that stuff, I guess.
Jamie, now since we're doing this, I don't think you can just depend on getting lucky in the March Madness tournament. For some reason, it seems like your team or your bracket's good every year, but now that we have 10 events, I would actually try on the other ones.
Well, he doesn't really have to because nobody does the other 10 events.
That is a good point. Jamie, you're already ahead in the game.
Including me.
See, what y'all don't know is I finished 3rd in the decathlon rankings last year, and I literally probably got last in every single decathlon besides the people that didn't do it. I did horrible, but I did them. So.
Yep. And also, I think your finishing first helped you out a lot too. But anyways, let's get into the draft, which has been, was really actually let's get into pre-draft first. There were some trades that went on pre-draft. One involving Alvin Kamara with Jamie and Jacob.
Wait, so Jacob traded Alvin Kamara?
Jacob traded Alvin Kamara
and now he has him
to Jamie because he had him as a keeper, or he could have kept him, and he traded. Alvin Kamara was a keeper for the 15th round,
And he traded him away.
He traded him away for Jamie's first, second, and third. I think, right? And third? Yeah, first, second, and third. And Jamie got his first, his third. Or he got his first, and then Jacob had to keep Keenan Allen for him.
Jacob had to keep Keenan Allen.
And then there was something. Oh, and he got Derrick Henry, which I mean that could be good, but he's super late keeper anyway, so he's not really a big deal. But
Jacob, so you traded Alvin Kamara, who was a 15th round keeper, only to trade for him later and give up.
He traded for the guy he traded for, Alvin Kamara, by the way, because he didn't draft David Johnson. Brady did. Brady kept David Johnson. He traded Brady for David Johnson, and then traded David Johnson for Alvin Kamara.
All right. So Jacob's first round pick was Antonio Brown, who he doesn't have on his team anymore.
He traded him for David Johnson.
And he traded him for David Johnson, who was
Brady's
first round pick, and he also gave him away. So in retrospective, Jacob traded 2 first round picks.
He did.
Only to get Alvin Kamara back, who he could have kept in the 15th round.
Yeah.
Bold strategy, Cotton. See how that works out for you.
He also did, I think, get Did he get anything else out of that? I mean, I know he got C.J. Anderson.
He got another running back, yeah,
but
C.J. Anderson.
He's McCaffrey's backup, so, I mean, it's not even... Which I think he got McCaffrey. Yeah, he has McCaffrey, so... I mean, all that for a handcuff, though? I don't know. Anyways, that was probably the biggest...
That's probably the biggest move going into the draft.
Also the one with John and Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah, Jamie also traded for Devontae Adams.
Jamie did also trade for Devontae Adams with Fitnick. And then I traded Daniel for Juju. But that was just a round swap for Juju. I gave him a 4th. But I think that's all the ones involving keepers pre-draft.
That's all the ones that are important. Let's not forget the one that didn't go through, but we don't have to talk about that. We don't have to bring that up. It's okay. It worked out for the best. I end up getting Hopkins and the 2 other guys that I was going to keep. So
the Bofa Accords handle all that, I think. Working on getting those framed and I don't know. I'm just joking. They're not getting framed. I'm not wasting any more time on that crap. So
let's talk about the actual draft now.
How do you think it went? Not necessarily for your team, but as a whole. Like
the draft was good. It was a fun weekend. When we started the draft, it was good. I feel like we were productive, besides John losing the money. But
yeah, if we need to find that, guys, because
or otherwise John's gonna be paying a lot of money.
Either John's gonna be paying a lot of money, or no one's getting any money because I'm just gonna be giving it all back to people. So.
And I want my money when I win again. Let's just make that clear.
So.
But anyways, the actual draft, I think it went good. Obviously, we could tell. I think the winner, just on paper, looks like Daniel. I personally think he started out hot and kind of drifted away towards the end. Fitnick, you were voted obviously the loser of the draft, but I feel like everyone else in between is kind of even. It could go.
Yeah.
Just injury away from.
I think everyone is. There's a couple good, strong teams. There's a couple strong teams, and then everyone else is just kind of middle of the pack, and it just kind of trickles down. And.
Yeah, I think it all depends on.
Yeah.
Who gets injured, when.
And also, it depends on a lot of people. A lot of people invested a lot in rookies this year. I'm one of them. Kevin's got that running back from the Broncos. So
wait, who's Kevin? Oh, Kevin. Forgot he was in this league. Sorry, Kevin. Hey, do you want Ertz now? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like Kevin has Freeman from Broncos. I got Barkley. That's all kind of just like hit or miss until
Fitnick did end up with didn't he draft what's his name from Alabama? Calvin Ridley? Did Fitnick get Ridley?
No, I think Nick Robinson got Ridley.
Nick Robinson got Ridley.
Because I explicitly remember. No, he didn't. Did he? He traded one to. Who's that? Tate? Where's Tate? Alright, guys. You got Calvin. Oh, Daniel got him.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know why we're so hung up on Calvin Ridley right now, but.
I thought I was trying to give Fitnick some credit. I thought he drafted Calvin Ridley. I was going to say, hey, maybe a good pick when you keep him next year. But sorry, Fitnick. No credit here.
Yeah, who?
Daniel, good credit. You got the third receiver on the Falcons. But, okay.
You know, never know what Julio's going to do.
Yeah, you never know. Julio may...
Julio's pretty pissed right now.
Yeah.
Might be one of the reasons why I didn't pick him this year. But yeah, overall, I think it was good. Very interesting this year. Lots of trades.
Yeah, there were a lot of
lots of
trades.
Questionable trades.
There was one questionable trade. Everything else I feel like worked out for both sides.
Yeah.
A lot of them was just swapping rounds here and there, swapping players.
But I guess let's just go. We can just talk about everyone's team. I guess we'll start with the number one pick.
Yeah, number one overall pick, John. Went with Le'Veon Bell. Who has he shown up to practice yet? I don't think he has. I don't think he's shown up to practice yet. But hey, everyone knows when he gets there,
he's Le'Veon.
He's Le'Veon. He's going to be good. We're not going to say each player on each team because that's just crazy.
As of today, Le'Veon Bell denied a recent report suggesting he informed teammates he would rejoin the Steelers next Monday. So apparently there's a rumor he's coming back next week, but he denied that. So
we'll see. I'm sure he'll be there eventually.
Le'Veon, good pick. Got T.Y. on the back end, I believe. Yeah, T.Y. on the back end.
T.Y.
Like T.Y. Got him in both my other leagues.
I got him in my other league in, I believe, the 5th or 6th round. But
yeah, I got him in like the 3rd every time, but that's because people are stupid.
But my other league is also not PPR, so
that makes sense.
That makes sense. But still, T.Y. 2nd.
And Stephon Diggs, big year last year. Got a good old Kirk Cousins throwing him the ball now. Should be interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah. Then he made that trade, so.
Then he got Jerick McKinnon. Should be solid. Not sure. One of those kind of could work out, could be terrible.
He does have the bad man Aaron, who just got paid. I don't know if y'all seen that contract, but he got paid.
He did just get paid right after OBJ did.
Which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Mm-hmm. I think Aaron Rodgers is obviously going to have a good year as long as he stays healthy.
Yeah.
I think he's going to throw a lot of touchdowns to Jimmy Graham, but hey, I may just be talking bias.
Yeah.
But.
And then he's got Corey Davis in his wide receiver / tight end spot. And that guy, people were real high on him last year. People are high on him again this year. I don't know.
I see Corey Davis as kind of like...
I just don't know about that guy.
Kind of like the Corey Davis we know. I mean, pretty to look at, has all the tools to be a very good asset to any person, but never going to actually lock up, never actually going to produce. I don't know.
I mean, he's a big dude. I don't see the Titans as the type of team to just be, like using big guys properly in the end zone.
Titans have a tough division. I mean, they have two of the best defenses in there, and so that's 4 games that they're gonna have to play the Jags and the Texans. So it'll be interesting.
I think that's gonna be one of the. By the way, I think that's gonna be one of the best divisions to watch this year. It's gonna be an interesting one.
I think it will be. I
actually have the Texans winning that division over the Jags.
Really? Jags are good. I hope so. I hope you're right.
Jags are good, but I feel healthy Deshaun Watson is better. So
healthy J.J. Watt, healthy Clowney.
Healthy J.J. Watt. If J.J. Watt stays healthy and Clowney is turned into the monster he is supposed to have been the past 5 years. So
yeah. Clowney did good last year. I hope the Texans, go far, do good this year, especially so I can rub it in on Cowboys fans' faces.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know. Do you want to talk any more about John's team? I think everything else is pretty.
Tyler Eifert, wild card. He got James Conner. So if Le'Veon doesn't start, I actually really like James Conner to do well. He's pretty good back in my opinion.
Yeah, he did get Keelan Cole in the 16th, which is an asset
really
now.
Good because Marquise Lee
is out.
Did he tear his ACL?
Yeah, I think he's out. He's out for the year.
Yeah, he's out for the year. I know he's out for the year. And then he also got a handcuff on his Jerick McKinnon with Matt Breida.
I did take D.D. Westbrook before Keelan Cole, which, judging off last year, would not be the right pick, but I do think D.D. has just as much upside as Keelan Cole. Yeah. But, anyways, John, I think pretty good.
Pretty solid team.
Solid team.
Not as stacked as past years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're winning Bofa, but it's a good team. Good team. But
maybe some acquisitions could see you up there.
Yeah, maybe. See, playoff team. Never know what happens. So let's go to Nick Robinson. First overall pick, Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, that was a wild card.
I was a little surprised.
Yeah, everyone thought Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I thought Antonio Brown was the pick.
But Nick, I think that was the right pick. I think you made a good pick. Personally.
I'm just glad you didn't take Saquon.
That's true. It was tempting after he got Elliott for me to pick Brown, but I think I made the right pick too. I'm just not high on Brown this year. I don't know why. I mean, I could be proven wrong, but
it's hard not to be high on Brown. The dude's a beast, though.
It is, but he had that injury last year, and it's just kind of like lingering. It seems like. But I'd say Nick, good pick. Ezekiel is going to get a lot of work. Get a lot of work because the rest of the Cowboys.
Who did he get second round?
He went Kenyon Drake.
Which
is an interesting pick. I could have kept him as a 5th rounder. Did not expect him to go that high.
The thing is, Miami's going to suck this year. They're going to be so bad.
Miami is going to suck, and it's Miami running backs. It's always kind of weird. I don't know if you remember J.J. He had that good year, and everyone thought the next year was going to be his year, and then they traded him away for basically a cupcake. And then I don't know what Kenyon Drake's going to be any different. But we'll see.
Yeah, kind of one of those guys I'm hesitant on just because I'm not sure. I like drafting guys where I know. Well, I learned my lesson that last year. Last year I went with the hesitant guys, and as you can see,
it didn't work out. It's the reason why this is called the Steamer and the Champ.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is true.
Dirty Tedward and the boys coming at
you. Jarvis Landry, love Jarvis.
Great
I think
pick.
He's gonna tear it up in Cleveland actually.
Chris Hogan, also on my team last year, also could have been kept as a 5th. Good pick, especially for the first 4 weeks. Edelman's out. Solid pick.
Greg Olson, fuck that guy. Let's move on. I actually think Greg's gonna have a pretty good bounce back year.
Yeah, he should.
If he
stays
can
healthy,
stay off the IR.
So first 5 rounds, I think Nick pretty solid. Started out hot.
Yeah.
After that.
Then he went and drafted another guy from the Dolphins, and that's where I'm like, I don't know about that decision.
You're talking about Kenny Stills?
Yeah, I mean I drafted him late, but
he's late.
He's in his flex right now. I'm just looking at who he's got in his lineup. But
yeah. Is he starting Tariq Cohen in his lineup?
He is
not starting. So what is that? His 6th overall pick right now is on the bench.
Yeah.
But hey.
And his bench. I mean, he's got some options at receiver. He's got Jordy, who I think everyone's down on him. But I think he's got a lot of. I mean, he's a veteran, reliable receiver.
Yeah, as long as
he's gonna be
Oakland's O-line plays good.
Yeah.
He can be there.
I think Derek Carr might have a comeback year. Mohamed Sanu, number 2 guy in Atlanta. Getting balls thrown his way just to draw attention off of Julio. Nelson Aguilar. No one ever really knows what that dude's going to do, but he was on the Eagles last year, and Carson Wentz, if he's playing at the start of the season, can light it up. He also has Carson Wentz.
And he has him starting.
Who
hasn't been cleared to play yet.
He hasn't been cleared to play. And Nick Foles looks like trash in the preseason.
Nick Foles looks worse than any Browns quarterback in the past 5 years.
Nick Foles said, and I quote, "I'm either an absolute god or straight garbage." And I'm like, well, you're not wrong, Nick Foles. You're not wrong. But I think Nick's got an okay team.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to have a tough time deciding who's going to start at wide receiver. Also forgot to name Robert Woods. Also a good player.
He's a good player, good pick. Chris Boswell in the 16th, maybe his best pick. But I'm just kidding. We all know Ezekiel was the best pick. Chris Boswell second.
Hashtag Nerf kickers.
But good team, Nick. Like it a lot. You did well. Definitely better than the other Nick.
We got next you.
Next is me, yeah.
Let's look at
so interesting because I didn't keep DeAndre Hopkins. I picked him again 3rd overall, and so I could keep him again next year.
You could.
And so I could have DeAndre Hopkins 3 years in a row.
You could.
But yeah, I mean basically I got 3 keepers with Hopkins, Jimmy Graham, and Ertz. Who everyone when I was trying to trade Ertz was so worried about him missing practice or 2, but he looks very solid now. He's even going to look better when Carson Wentz comes back. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made a trade in the second. And I traded up so I could get LaShawn McCoy. I really felt like I needed a running back. So I traded with Seth. He ended up taking Amari Cooper with that pick.
Yeah. I feel like a solid trade for both.
Yeah.
Seth didn't. What else was in that trade? Did y'all swap thirds or something?
Yeah, we swapped thirds. So he turned around and took Golden Tate, which is a solid pick.
Yeah. I mean I feel
it's either him or Marvin Jones Jr. So they're gonna get.
Yeah.
I had Tate last year, so he was part of a championship
I feel like
team.
Running backs kind of went off the board really quick and late first and second. So
they did, which was crazy because that's usually receivers. But you look at it, you have Kenyon Drake got taken before Stephon Diggs, Jarvis Landry, Golden Tate, Larry Fitzgerald.
I think it's just kind of how the draft unfolded, and people were like you, and even I was the same way. Except I was like, I need a second running back because I already knew I had I had a receiver in the 5th.
And
Juju.
Yeah.
And then I got so I was like, I got Saquon in the 1st, so I felt the need to get a second running back, or else I was gonna have a low tier RB2 / flex running back as my RB2. So
yeah, but it was good. So I went DeAndre, LaShawn McCoy, and then Alex Collins, who I think is a big sleeper. I mean, he's gonna get most of the work on a team with Joe Flacco as quarterback. So
Yeah, you got a pretty solid squad.
Got Crabtree.
He's gonna be interesting to see what he can do with Flacco.
Who is on a team that I can't name another receiver on that team.
John Brown.
I have
him from former
Arizona Cardinal. Okay.
Yeah. And is
he the number 2?
He is right now.
Wow.
Yep.
So Crabtree and then John Brown's number 2. So
yeah.
I think.
But John Brown's just like he was in Arizona, huge hit or miss guy. Crabtree's for sure the number 1 dude.
Yeah.
And
so then I made another trade with my fellow steamer here, and got some fab bucks from it, which already paid off because I used 5 to get Adrian Peterson. So I have Adrian Peterson on the bench now, just waiting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did other people bid on him? I didn't bid on him out of respect of you,
Huh?
Because you were the one who told me to pick him up or whatever in another league. And
yeah.
So I didn't, and so I was like, well, you told me about him, so I didn't bid on him.
I don't know.
He looked all right in his preseason game.
He looked good, and we can't see who else bid. I wish we could. I think John is the only one who can see that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure other people did. I know Jamie tried to pick him up that day before when we weren't supposed to pick up keepers. But
oh, he did?
Yeah, he tried, but that fell off.
What a scumbag.
Way to go, Jamie. But it's okay. He will. Hey, guys, don't pick up any free agents today.
Picks up as many people as possible.
I go to the activity. Jamie added Adrian Peterson. Okay. But it's all right. Anyways, but yeah, I think, my team, after that, I had Graham and Ertz as keepers. I did something very interesting. I just drafted a bunch of guys who I thought was going to be potential good later in the year. So mostly on my bench. I did draft Nick Chubb, and he's already gone. Or not gone. Sorry. I dropped somebody else for Adrian Peterson. Can't remember who that was. Oh, I know who it was. It was Eric Decker because he retired.
Oh, he retired.
Yeah. Good drop by me.
Good drop. When did you draft him?
I drafted Eric Decker in the 12th. I took a shot.
Yeah,
I was hoping.
That's unfortunate.
But, yeah, it's okay. I did get James Washington, who, if you don't know, he is from Stanford, Texas, and is a stud. So he plays for the Steelers. And when Antonio Brown gets hurt, it's going to be Juju and James Washington. So.
But overall, Carson, solid squad. See if it can. Also got Cam Newton.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Forgot about
Newton.
Cam.
Yeah, Cam Newton.
Cam could always go off any week, so.
And
Carson's gonna be
I think one of my
watch out for.
sneakiest picks. I don't know what round I drafted him
Burns?
in. No, Carson. Chris Carson. Who is the number 1 running back in Seattle. So I got him pretty late. Don't remember exactly where it is. And yeah, Allen Hurns is not a bad pick either. He's one of the most reliable options for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, he had a huge year a couple years ago. Not the greatest year last year, but see if he can pick it up. He's gonna be the number 1 guy there, right?
I mean, unless you count Terrence Williams, but
I don't count.
Yeah,
That's fine.
probably gonna be the number 1. I can't see which round I drafted Chris Carson in, but I got him sometime, and so it's probably a pretty good pick. But
Well,
anyways, we can go on to Jamie.
Jessica's finger, whatever that means.
Jessica's finger. I think isn't Jessica Tate's? Why did I just call him Sam? Tate's girlfriend.
Hey, Tate, your new name's Sam for whatever reason.
Hey, Sam. I like the honey. Thanks for the honey. He gave me some honey. It's good. Anyways, Jamie, your team is very hard to follow because you freaking traded Jacob your first and second.
Your team looks completely, not completely, but it looks a lot different than it used to.
Yeah. Anyways, his first pick was Devontae Freeman. And then he has Keenan Allen, who Jacob kept for him.
Mm-hmm.
Again, was carrying his baby. Surrogate, but whatever.
Got Devontae Adams from Fitnick.
Yeah, good take.
Allen Robinson could be good. Also has Mr. Trubisky thrown to him, so we'll see. Best tight end.
Who is his tight end?
Did
he even draft a tight end?
Is the starting tight end for the Cardinals.
Interesting.
Right now,
who's the
Ricky
starting?
Seals-Jones.
Is Sam Bradford starting for the Cardinals?
Sam Bradford is starting with the
Bradford's the starter? Okay. Interesting. I don't know if they've scored a touchdown. Did they score a touchdown? They beat the...
They
beat somebody pretty bad. Actually, fun stat, the Cardinals have forced 6 turnovers in the preseason. Yeah.
That's interesting.
In 3 games. They haven't played the 4th game yet. 6 turnovers. It's 2 per game. That's pretty good. So.
Yeah. Sleeper DST right there.
Yeah, but have not heard anything
about
the
Fun fact, Jamie hasn't picked up a kicker, but he's still got Dez Bryant on his team. Watch out. Holding out for Dez. Yeah. Even though I found out today that he turned down a deal from the Browns that was just, he didn't want it because it was under $5 million.
Well, what's crazy is he turned down a deal for the Ravens earlier in the year.
Really?
Yeah.
For
and
what?
He would probably be the number 1 or right up there with Crabtree, but they wanted him on a 2-year deal, $11 million.
I actually heard someone talking about that's saying him and Crabtree would be pretty solid for the Ravens.
Yeah, well, he already turned it down, so I don't think the Ravens are interested in him
Jamie,
anymore.
I think it's time to give up on good old Dez.
But I mean, if we were playing a league with like the best free agents who are not on a team, Dez would be right up there.
Dez would be right up there.
Dez would be right there. Too bad we don't do that. So Jamie, good luck with it.
Yeah, good luck.
You drafted him in the 9th round also, for a guy that's not on the team. But hey, whatever.
How many weeks till Dez gets on the team?
I think Dez will be a mid-season accusation when someone gets hurt.
I do too, and by that time I feel like Jamie will have given up on him and dropped him.
Yeah, and so he's basically probably, if he keeps him for the first of the season, I bet it's like maybe 2-3 weeks at the most. And then someone's just going to bid on him and get him.
I just don't know who else he drops for a kicker, because he's got to start a kicker. whether he likes it or not.
Well, let's be honest. He could drop any of his guys on his bench.
Well, he can't drop Tevin Coleman.
He could, but he probably won't. Des Bryant's probably the most obvious option since he doesn't have a team.
I think he's the most obvious option.
But Kenneth Dixon, that guy is the backup. Benjamin Watson, he's probably going to keep because he doesn't have a reliable tight end.
It's true.
And Kerryon Johnson,
I feel like
he could have a good year.
I feel like he's going to keep him. I don't know. Be interesting to see what Jamie does, but seems overall pretty solid. Got David Johnson in a trade. Has a pretty solid, starting like core of like running backs and receivers, like 5 guys or so. He's really high on Marshawn. I'm not. So it'll be interesting to see how that he pans out.
Yeah. Anyways, I mean, we can move on, but Jamie, I think decent team. But not super good.
Yeah. As with many have been. Which is good because I feel like this year could be very competitive.
Could be. A lot of beating up.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Which I think it was last year for like the first 5 weeks. We were all kind of beating up on each other. I think everybody was like 2 or 3 and 3 and 2. Years past we've always had like one or two guys. Well, except for Seth last year. Seth tore it up at the beginning last year.
It's crazy that didn't Danny finish like first going into the playoffs?
No, Seth did.
Seth did? Okay.
Danny finished second, or did you?
Wait, I finished third, I think. So Danny must finish fourth. And
it was you, Danny, Seth, and
I don't know who else.
Was it Jamie?
Jamie made the playoffs?
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyways, move on to Eddie's team.
Moving on to my team.
First overall pick, Saquon Barkley. Solid.
Yeah.
Solid pick.
Kind of maybe risking it with him. Rookie running back. But hey, we all saw what Zeke did his rookie year, so you never.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna have a solid year. I don't know if he'll finish, as like a top 3 running back, but he's gonna finish.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
for sure.
There was other running backs kept.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good pick for what you did.
Yeah, I think so too.
And Travis Kelce was your second pick.
Travis Kelce, second pick.
Basically,
number one tight end the past 2 years. Could not pass him up. Couldn't.
Yeah, and you also kept Kyle Rudolph. So
kept Kyle Rudolph.
After the 5th overall pick, after the 5th pick, what is that? No, it was going backwards. So the 7th pick in the second round, Travis Kelce, Gronk, Kyle Rudolph, Zach Ertz, and Jimmy Graham were all gone. Could not be drafted.
Yeah, very interesting year.
Very interesting.
Tight ends. A lot of people were, I think, realizing quickly that tight ends were not going to be,
I mean, I'm biased. I think tight ends can win you championships because Zach Ertz basically won me a championship last year.
I just love tight ends. They're awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, so first 2 picks solid. You went Jay
Ajayi. Like Carson, was scrambling. I, was debating on picking Kelce or running back, and I just felt like Kelce was better than the running backs that were there. I felt like he would provide more points.
But I think Jay could have a good year.
I feel like he could. He's got no LeGarrette Blount. He is a little banged up right now.
He is a little banged up, and the pass
catcher
on the team is probably going to be Corey Clement, who's on my team.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Could be good.
Yeah.
He could get a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, that's why I kind of just I'm hoping he gets some goal line work, gets a decent amount of touches, just being okay, being RB2, a true RB2.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to have great numbers.
And then Juju was a keeper in the 5th.
Juju was keeper in the 5th.
Good keeper.
Really like him.
Like him a lot too.
Everyone thought last year was kind of fluky, but it's not. That dude's the real deal. He's been showing up in the preseason too. He's been tearing it up he's been on the field.
Yeah, I think the best pick came next when you got Funchess.
Yeah, and I traded up because I knew there were 2 guys that I picked up on waivers last year that, I still won the steamer with them, but if I didn't have them, I would have been like 6 feet under before week 10.
He was just 6 feet under after the season.
Yeah.
But hey, buying time.
And one of them was Devin Funchess. I picked him up. They traded Kelvin. Greg was hurt. Greg Olson was hurt. You know, he was getting everything.
But that's a good pick because if you would have kept him, it would have been as a 5th.
Yeah.
So you got him at 6. So that's good.
Yeah.
Pierre Garçon, good pick. Could have a good year.
Could have a good year. I also got Marvin Jones, who was the other guy that I picked up last year. I feel like he could be really good.
I like Marvin Jones. Yeah. I think he's actually the number 1 on Detroit. But
I think him and Golden Tate both provide something different. But we'll see. I just like the Lions throw the ball so much because their running game sucks. So either one of those dudes is good in my books.
And you got Kirk Cousins dishing the ball out.
I
mean, we saw what Case did last year with the Vikings, so why not? Why not Kirk again?
Why not Kirk?
Martavius Bryant? Solid? I mean...
I dropped him.
Did you? Wow.
I dropped him to pick up the... Did I? Yeah, he's not... Did I draft him? Are you sure that's me?
You did draft him.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah. You drafted him.
I don't know what I dropped him
in the 12th round.
Hold on. Go back. I dropped Bryce. Oh, I dropped him for a DST.
Sorry, Martavius.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
The more I thought about it, the more I was like, dude, this guy's going to get in, like, minimal touches. And
all he does is smoke weed.
I have some other people on my bench, so I believe him.
All I do is smoke weed.
I actually kind of like Jermaine Kearse a decent amount.
Yeah,
see if Sam Darnold can't sling it a little bit now that we know that Teddy Bridgewater is going to the Saints.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, he basically went from a backup to another backup, but it's cool.
And the Jets got a 3rd round for that too. Not a bad trade at all for a guy that you know that you weren't going to play at all. So
yeah,
not bad.
Yeah. And Baker was your last
Baker
pick. Is he still on your team?
He's especially after Tyrod almost snapped his wrist. I thought he broke that guy.
Yeah, and then Baker went in and got a concussion though.
Yeah. But,
we'll see.
He's my sleeper for when Tyrod gets pulled, you know. Could be a guy that is that dual threat. He's got great options in Cleveland now. I think.
Overall, I think again pretty solid draft. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Can be in there.
I went a lot of like low risk, like not the highest reward, but
you gotta be careful with the steamer.
You gotta be careful with the steamer. You don't want to repeat.
So
you also.
No one has repeated.
I took risks last year and it just didn't pay off. So
yeah. So
went a different approach this year.
Moving on to Daniel. Daniel, I think everyone thinks you won the draft.
What's his team name? Is this him?
I think it's.
Are you Prison Mike? No, he's Silky Johnson.
He's Silky
Johnson. Who the
Johnson.
hell is Prison Mike?
I think his name was Baseball Drafts is next.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but.
Anyways, yeah,
Daniel?
Your team is downright dirty, like.
Good team.
Filthy.
Yeah, I mean, Odell. Gurley and Cook as keepers.
Gurley, Cook, AJ. Gurley and Cook keepers was like disgusting.
Yeah, great keepers.
And then you went and got a second round by trading Fitnick for the 4th and the 8th. And I was sitting there listening to this conversation. Carson was sitting there listening to it too. I got to be honest, guys. I don't know what Fitnick was thinking. I looked at him and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
4th
Daniel
and 8th?
put on his Jamie mask, pulled out his pecker,
pulled out his fantasy wang,
and said,
"You're giving it to me."
Fitnick, we're doing this in the bathroom of Planet Fitness, and it was just. But hey,
everyone was appalled at what was going on.
It was crazy, but we'll see.
It was like someone just died right before their eyes.
Again, though, like I said earlier, I think Daniel started out very good. I don't know if he has much depth. I'm worried about his depth on the bench. So one injury away, kind of worried about.
Yeah. But I mean,
Ted
really
Ginn,
solid squad. Josh Gordon, kind of a question mark right now. Still not. Is he? He's still not with the team. Has he been cleared?
He came with. He's with the team.
He's with them, but is he practicing? Because the Browns said they wanted to clear him medically before. They wanted to make sure he was in shape before they let him practice.
Yeah.
And stuff. So
I don't know.
think he is right now.
I think if Josh Gordon contributes fantasy-wise, it's going to be a couple weeks into the season.
But still, very high upside with that guy.
But he could also go to rehab at any moment.
It's also Josh Gordon, yeah. He could also just be like, I'm out, peace. So
like I said, I think, his QBs, running backs, and his 2 receivers are good. After that, his receiver tight end is Gordon right now. Evan Ingram.
Yeah, he's good.
But he's not.
I mean, he was the 5th highest tight end scorer last year.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. But
power rankings right here.
We'll see.
Touchscreen.
Yeah, touchscreen. But anyways, Daniel, I think if barring no injuries, you have a really solid team.
Also, Will Lutz was my kicker last year. Very solid. And Rams DST, also very solid. Calvin Ridley, Carson mentioned earlier, for like 5 minutes. Potentially good pick.
Yeah. He
got
did get
the handcuff for
somebody named Nyheim Hines.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brady said he was like the 4th string running back.
I think he's fighting for a roster spot right now, but
I think he tried getting him as like a handcuff to Marlon Mack. And then he also got T.J. Yeldon, Charles Clay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some interesting picks on his bench.
Yeah, it started out really hot.
I feel like your bye weeks are going to be iffy, but very solid team. Could definitely see you winning the... I actually had one person send in a Bofa prediction with their Steamer prediction, and they actually predicted you. So you got one dude thinking your team's good at least. So
we'll see.
There's that.
We'll see. All right, moving on to Seth. Seth, I don't know exactly what to say here. His team is interesting.
I wish I knew what people... Oh, not the real Seth.
Not the real Seth.
But it is the real Seth. You liar. Yeah, Seth, your team is... I actually had someone pick the Steamer Bowl matchup, and it was Seth against Fitnick, and Fitnick losing. So, apparently you're second, Seth. Yeah, sorry.
I don't know how I feel. I mean, he took Julio first, which has a lot of upside.
But...
I like Amari.
Golden Tate.
I think he's okay at receivers.
You just really risked it in the running back situation.
He did. Right now he's starting Rex Burkhead and Carlos Hyde.
And you're never sure with New England running backs, and you're sure as hell never sure with Cleveland running backs. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, but a lot of receiver depth.
I actually really like David
Njoku. Yeah.
I think he's going to be pretty good this year. Also like Cooper Kupp. I was actually going to pick him. I think you stole him from me. Bastard.
Yeah, and then look, I mean, Julian Edelman.
Number one DST from last year, number 1 kicker. Yeah. He was one of those guys saying, hey, don't nerf kickers. My team relies on Greg the Leg.
I think if you could take the end of Seth's picks and the beginning of Daniel's picks, you would have an incredible team.
Incredible.
But Seth, I mean...
Also, he's got Christian Kirk. Don't sleep on that guy. That guy is going to be good. He's going to be Arizona's number 2. I'm pretty sure. If he's not, then... we need a new head coach, but...
Yeah, Cardinals, we'll see.
Christian Kirk's going to be good. He's been shown out in the preseason. I think he's a really good dude. You got Julian Edelman when he's unsuspended. Yeah. So your receivers are going to be pretty stacked. Honestly, you're going to have trouble. You're going to have too many to deal with. So you might have some trade room. You also got Mark Ingram coming off suspension after 4 weeks. But... he's competing with reps with Alvin Kamara. You got LeGarrette Blount competing with reps with like the 5 dudes they got in Detroit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
You also got another New Orleans running back, Jonathan Williams. Don't know if that dude's going to see any time, but we'll see.
I was listening to radio show this morning, and they were talking with Sean Payton, and they were talking about the depth after Alvin Kamara, and it's obviously going to be Mark Ingram when he comes back, but he suggested that nobody else on the roster may not make the team.
Really?
Yeah, said they may be looking to fill the depth behind Alvin Kamara with a free agent, someone who may get dropped. But we'll see. Interesting.
Well, that's what they were doing last year, because they were unsure last year, and then they picked up Adrian Peterson, signed him a 2-year deal. And then dropped him because they're like, oh, Alvin Kamara is good as shit. So
and Mark Ingram was amazing.
And Mark Ingram was amazing.
First half of the year.
And so. Adrian Peterson was like, hey, I'm Adrian Peterson. Why am I not getting the rock? But
anyways,
you're like 33, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah. We'll see. Seth, decent.
Seth, decent team, but
you need to find a running back. Anyways,
so I don't know if Mark Ingram will be the monster he was last year.
Yeah, we'll see. All
right.
Kevin. The new guy, Kevin.
Are you Prison Mike, Kevin? Is this you?
Kevin. Does he have...
Yes, it is. I don't know why your name is Prison Mike and you got a picture of Kaepernick.
Dirty Mike and the boys. Kevin, are you racist? I think you may borderline be racist.
Kevin, we still got to learn a lot about you, but... Kevin, team is pretty solid.
It would be a lot better with Ertz, but I'm just saying.
First round pick was Kareem Hunt, keeper? Or no. He kept Kareem Hunt.
He kept Kareem Hunt as the fourth. His first overall pick was Michael Thomas.
And Michael Thomas is very solid. And then I think second round he got Mike Evans. And then Royce Freeman. Big question mark.
Yeah, basically.
Been killing in preseason, I've heard.
First two picks, pretty good. After that, I don't know.
I mean, obviously he's still got Kareem Hunt. Russell Wilson, that dude's number one fantasy quarterback from last year.
Crazy.
Didn't know that. He's also got Jack Doyle, number 6 fantasy tight end. He's got the Ravens DST, who is the number 2 DST. Yeah. Isaiah Crowell, I feel like he could do well. But that's also on a Jets offense that is pretty unpredictable at this point.
Yeah, Devontae Booker.
But I think I heard that Royce Freeman has been killing it.
Really?
That's what I've heard. I haven't watched any of his games because I don't give a shit about Denver. Sorry, Tate. But yeah, I heard. No, that is just someone telling me, and me just believing them.
Well,
so I think
a source that is going to remain unnamed has told Eddie that Royce Freeman has had a good preseason.
Yeah, so
take that for what you will.
He also got Big Ben.
Yeah, interesting. He spent another pick on a quarterback. Yeah. The only other person.
Which I did too, but.
Yeah, but you got him in the 16th, and it's Baker, who's a streaky, maybe a good keeper. He went then in the 14th, 13th.
Yeah, not necessarily sure.
13th.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe just insurance in case Russell gets hurt, but then Big Ben gets hurt a lot too. So, I'm not sure. Also got Darius Geis. Is he supposed to come back? I thought he's out for the season. Unless, did he draft Darius Geis?
He did draft Darius Geis.
Keeper, smart. So, if we keep next year.
If he's brave enough to hold on to him the whole year.
Yeah. But pretty smart doing what Seth did last year with Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Because I think he would have. I think a lot of people were high on him. I think he would have been pretty good. But pretty solid team.
He's okay.
Depth is a little lacking.
Yeah.
I think bye weeks might be tough.
Yeah.
Got Aaron Jones, who could be good, but I don't know. I got a Green Bay running back right now, and that backfield's a mess. But pretty solid team, but
we'll see.
Like I feel like every team we've been like, it's pretty good, except for like Daniels, who we're like, it's really good, but
yeah. So far, I would say Kevin, Seth, and Jamie are on the lower tier with John, Nick Robinson, me, and you on the upper tiers. But that's just my personal opinions. But anyways, we can move on to Brady.
Steamer finalist, back-to-back Steamer champ.
Back-to-back Steamer champ. He is dodging the Steamer. Very lucky. New year, new me. I hope that means you won't be playing in the Steamer.
Mm-hmm. But kept Joe Mixon, right? I believe he kept Joe Mixon for fourth.
Yes.
Or fifth.
It was a fourth.
Yeah, kept Joe Mixon. You're welcome. One of my biggest regrets last year was trading that dude away, but when you're trying to not get last, you do what you got to do, you know.
He also kept David Johnson as the first, who he traded away now.
Yes, but he got Antonio
Brown in return, so.
But, yeah, I don't know. Questionable.
Questionable.
Got Jordan Howard back, too. Got Jordan Howard in that trade, too.
I like Jordan Howard.
So.
Stays healthy, I think that's good.
Sammy. could have a really good year with Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball.
Yeah, stays healthy again. That's but
Same thing. You got a lot of guys that need to stay healthy.
Yeah.
You got Rob Gronkowski, Jameson Crowder.
Just depends. A lot of
I like a couple picks on your bench though. Cameron Meredith, I think could be really good this year. Also really like Geronimo Allison. I think that guy.
Geronimo.
Because.
Geronimo. But
Green Bay always has that random guy they like to throw to every now and then, and Geronimo Allison's pretty good. Also got Robbie Anderson. Also gonna be pretty good pick for.
I like Robbie Anderson. I think Robbie Anderson, as long as their quarterback play is decent, is gonna have a good year.
And he's got great. I think he's got pretty good wide receiver depth because he's got Tyler Lockett too.
Yeah, and he got Powell.
Powell.
Always a solid bench player who you can throw in 1 week and maybe get 10 points.
Yeah. He averaged 9.3 last year.
Yeah, so exactly. Right on the money.
But
decent team.
Pretty solid team.
Yeah. Not much else to say.
Not much else to say. I hope you guys stay healthy, Brady. If you guys stay healthy, your team can be pretty nasty.
And if your guys don't, then you could be the steamer champ again.
You could be steamer champ again. So.
All right. On to the conversation of the draft. Your steamer prediction, Fit Nick. What is his team name?
Ultimate Waifus Kim Khan.
Same name. You may want to change the name to maybe like, why does everyone think I'm going to get the steamer? But
so first round pick was he kept
Leonard Fournette. Yeah.
Kept him, right?
Yeah.
Then traded his second round pick to Daniel.
Who got AJ, but
super questionable.
Interesting.
Could have had AJ Green there or Gronk or anybody else. Then onto his third round pick got Deion Lewis. So went running back.
Yeah, and Deion is gonna get some catches, but
I think Deion could get a lot of the work too. I think that Tennessee running game is up in the air right now. I don't think anybody knows what it's really gonna be. People are saying like Derrick Henry's gonna kill it, but I don't know, man. Deion Lewis is a super reliable veteran. He can get the job done.
Yeah.
So I think he may see more time than people are thinking.
We'll see.
Then
Ronald Jones next.
Ronald Jones. That guy has looked like straight ass in the preseason. He's been averaging like a yard per carry or something like that.
Gonna be honest, I don't know who Ronald Jones is.
Ronald Jones is he's a rookie, right? I think he's a rookie, but he's on Tampa Bay.
But he was his fourth round pick.
Let me see.
So.
Let me read. I want to see his stat.
He is a rookie.
Yeah, second round. So, can I see news? Yeah, let me see news. Let me read something. He had 6 carries for 7 yards in Friday's preseason game against the Lions. Solid. He also had 1 reception for 37 yards, though. But I think that's just a blown coverage thing. But his carries are garbage. And then the game before, Jones struggles with drops during practice. Haven't gone unnoticed by the coaching staff.
Sounds like a solid fourth round pick.
Game 4, Jones rushed 4 times for 2 yards. Failed to come up with his only target. He looks like trash. Yeah, he looks like trash. He had 1 touchdown where he had 8 carries for 9 yards and a touchdown. He's averaging like literally like a yard per carry. He just looks like garbage in the preseason. And it's preseason, but he's a rookie. The Bucks got other backs. I feel like they'd be willing to play more.
Very interesting.
And he's on his bench right now. I don't blame him, but I think he's kind of scratching his head. Like, he also did a trade for Lamar Miller this week. I forgot who he traded. Can you look up on your group me? Or I'll look it up on the activity, actually. It'll be on here. Never mind. Don't worry about it. League. Sorry, I had most of these remembered. Okay, yeah, he traded Nick Robinson. He traded... Or no. He traded... Who's Buns?
Jacob, right?
Is that Jacob?
Beef
yeah,
curtains.
it's Jacob. Jacob, you've been the trading man.
Yeah.
No, you're making moves, Jacob. I like it.
Some bold strategy moves.
Jacob traded Lamar Miller for Alshon and John Kelly. Alshon is currently, I heard he said that they're not going to play in week 1 or week 2, so he's at least out for 2 weeks. And
who did he give up for that?
Lamar Miller, which, I mean, Jacob's team is still good without Lamar Miller, so.
Interesting.
But, yeah, so you got Lamar Miller, who could be really good some weeks.
Yeah, he did get Jordan Reed, who is a solid pick. It's questionable right now.
Questionable, as always. Could always get hurt.
Yeah. I think it could be a good pick.
Michael Gallup could be good in Dallas. You also got Blake Jarwin, who is the Dallas tight end. Never heard of that guy before. Also hate the Cowboys, so.
I heard there's like 3 tight ends competing for a spot, and potentially none of the 3, maybe, who starts. But.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Also got Kenny Galladay, so in Detroit, the number 3 man.
Did pick up John Ross on waivers.
That is that might be really. Also got we didn't talk about his starting receivers. Will Fuller, keeper Adam Thielen, and then Marquise Goodwin. All pretty solid.
Yeah, all pretty solid. I think Will Fuller could have a great year with healthy Deshaun. Goodwin is a speed demon.
Well, I'm looking at his lineup right now, and he's got 4 dudes that are questionable and just injury-prone guys on his team.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor at the quarterback. I don't know if there's much to say, but it's...
Yeah, that was a questionable quarterback pick. But
he picked Tyrod Taylor before Jared Goff, Ben Roethlisberger, Matthew Stafford.
Matty Statback, Kirk Cousins, right? You pick him before Kirk Cousins or after?
Are we going backwards on that round?
What round is that?
11.
So, no.
No.
Oh.
So, we'll see. Decent.
Yeah.
I don't know. John Ross, I think, is your best acquisition so far. I think he could have a good year. I bidded for him. Bidded $5 and lost. He bidded $6. So, lost out on that one. But, hey, it's okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think you just got the most questionable team, as in, I don't really know how half your guys are going to do throughout the season. I mean, looking at your power rankings from last year, you got Fournette was the 8th best running back. Thielen was the 9th best receiver. And then after that, it's like all guys and
nobody in the top 10.
Yeah, nobody in the top 10 after that. And I feel like
besides his kicker.
Number 2 kicker.
Also
doesn't have a DST, so he's going to have to drop somebody.
I
could see you dropping either that tight end that might not make the roster. Also, maybe Ronald Jones. I feel like that dude's trash. So.
Yeah, I think you should drop Ronald Jones.
Yeah. I've just been reading. All I've been reading is how garbage he looks. So, but
if there's any plus side, I think Ronald Jones looks worse than Fitnick's team. So
there's that.
At least Fitnick's team is better than
we
something.
skipped Tate's team, didn't we? We skipped Tate's team. I was getting ready to be done.
Oh, man, I thought we were almost done.
Tate's team. All right, Tate, we're going to give you a quick rundown real quick.
Sorry, Tate.
First round.
Sorry, Sam.
First round, Melvin Gordon. Did you keep Melvin Gordon? Did he keep him?
No.
Who did he keep, Doug? Who did he keep?
I think he kept one person, right? And I don't know who he kept. He didn't keep Doug.
He didn't keep Cooks, did he?
No. Tyreek Hill. He kept Tyreek Hill.
Oh, he kept Tyreek Hill.
I think that was his only keeper.
Yeah, you're right. Good keeper, Tyreek Hill. Yeah. Melvin Gordon in the first. Doug Baldwin in the second. Brandon Cooks. Or Brandon Cooks the third.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks
Brandon Cooks on a new team again.
Duke Johnson is the fourth. Emmanuel Sanders as a fifth.
Wow, Duke Johnson.
Yeah.
11th ranked running back from last year. Did not know that.
I had Duke Johnson most of the year, and I would always throw him in there, so I know he'd be a solid. You know, he'd give me 9 points, 10 points. But yeah, interesting team.
Sanders. You got a lot of receivers. I feel like your running backs are a bit lacking though.
Yeah, I mean he's probably. Who do you think his best receiver is? Doug? Brandon Cooks maybe?
I think it might be Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, yeah. Well, he's probably gonna trade him.
It might be Tyreek Hill.
He's probably gonna trade him to Jamie for free blowjob. So.
Yeah, Jamie's probably whispering in his ear right now while they're cuddling in bed, saying, "Hey, Tate." So I think it's time for me.
Yeah, they're probably cuddled up listening to the podcast together with the deal of popcorn and
Probably got
honey.
laying next to a fire in Colorado in the mountains and
No,
laying on a.
He lives in the ugly part of Colorado. Yeah, the part that nobody wants to go to.
Sorry, Tate. Feels bad, man.
I guess there's a lot of bees out there.
A lot of bees out there. Yeah, I mean, Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Could be good. Probably not, though. He's kind of old now.
DeAndre
Josh
Foreman.
Doxson. I mean, if that dude was going to show up, he would have done it in the past 2 years.
He's actually a quarterback. He's probably the backup for the Redskins.
What? Really?
I'm just kidding. No, that is actually Colt McCoy.
It is Colt McCoy.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Sony Michel, working in that cesspool of New England running backs.
And he's hurt.
Devontae Parker, also questionable. Could be good, but he's playing for Miami, so probably not.
Yeah, and he has Deontay Foreman on his team, who is listed as out right now.
I thought about drafting him, but while we were drafting, I looked him up, and they were like, "Yeah, he's hurt," and I was like, "Oh, all right, glad I didn't draft. I'm not gonna draft him then."
Yeah.
Because I thought he might get some shots last year, because Lamar Miller is Lamar Miller and gets hurt sometimes, but he didn't really. He did okay a couple games, but he only got 57 points all year, averaged 3.6. So there's that. But overall, I really like your tight end Trey Burton. I think he's gonna be really good. I think he's gonna be maybe. I think bold prediction of the season: Trey Burton gets more fantasy points than Allen Robinson. Wow. On the same team, I think Mitch Trubisky throws more to Trey Burton than Allen Robinson. Bold statement.
Bold statement number one.
Bold statement. Might not happen, but that's why it's a bold statement. Overall, you got solid receivers. Jared Goff's solid QB. You have him in the league. You got pretty good team, Tate.
Yeah, middle of the pack.
As with like every other team, middle of the pack. But also only time will tell how these teams truly look. But you got a lot of receivers, so if you need a receiver, you got a running back to spare. Might go talk to this guy, but also his running backs were pretty high ranked last year.
Yeah, his running backs don't look good on paper, but
they were good.
They were good, yeah.
So I might be talking. Tate's team might be better than I think it is. I might just
really
be stupid.
See, I'm thinking Tate's team is worse than I thought it was, but we'll see.
I think his team's better than I think it is. I think his team's really good, actually. It's like sleeper good. Like the more I look at it, the more I just like it.
I think it's just getting late in the podcast, and Eddie's talking crazy, falling in love with Tate's team. But
Tate, your team's pretty good, man.
Tate, your team sucks. Sam, your team sucks. All right.
First pointer, Tate. You gotta get a DST, brother.
Yeah.
It's week one's coming up. You can't put it off any longer. Unless you're playing me, then you can. Who are you playing? I don't know. Are the new schedules out?
The new schedules are up. Yes.
Who are you playing? Let's look at that. Let's take a pre thing for next week while we start wrapping up this episode.
Yeah.
Can I not go to schedules?
Here, I got Matthew Beasley sending me a friend request. Interesting.
Hey Matt, you listen to this.
I got it right
podcast.
here.
Hold on, I got it right here. So week one, no, they're not up because I'm still playing Brady.
They're definitely up.
Oh no, I'm not. That's you. You're playing Brady.
I'm playing Brady.
I'm playing Daniel. Fuck. Screw you, John. This is
the one word.
Rigged.
Jamie's favorite word.
This is rigged, man.
Yeah, that means you have to play Daniel twice.
I know. It's rigged.
I get to play the Steamer Champ twice, so pretty happy with that.
He beat me 3 times last year.
Man. Wow.
Yeah. But also, I do think I was really unlucky. I think I had like the most points scored against last year. I wish I could go look that up. Can we look that up?
You probably can.
But anyways,
that'd take time. We'll let you know. We'll get back to that later.
Preview for next week. We got Kevin playing Nick, week 1.
Kevin playing Nick. I think Nick wins that one.
Well, we're doing that next week, Carson.
Oh, okay.
We're just talking about like how we think matchups are kind of gonna go. Then we'll really get into it next week. Then I got me playing Daniel. Yeah, I mentioned a word a couple seconds ago.
Fitnick playing
Jacob. All right. And then we got Carson playing the back-to-back Steamer champ.
Yeah, and then you have
the love affair.
The love affair.
The love affair is what it's
year.
deemed. Also, sad that we don't get two Nick Bulls, do we? Or do you play one person twice?
You play one person twice, and it's the person you play the first week.
Yeah, no 2 Nick Bulls, just 1 Nick Bull.
Yeah.
That Nick Bull will be hyped to the max.
And they're probably not going to meet in the playoffs because one of those teams is really bad. But.
And then we get last matchup is Mr. and Mrs. Bofacast versus not the real Seth. And should be another interesting matchup. I think we got some interesting week 1 matchups we can talk about next week.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll get into that next week. We'll dig in, talk about who we think's gonna win, who we think's gonna get shredded. And
overall recap of the draft. I think it's gonna be a competitive season. I think there's a lot of teams that could potentially be really good.
We didn't talk about Jacob's team.
Yes, we did.
No.
Yeah, we did.
Jacob is last. We did not talk about his team.
Oh, shoot.
All
right, Jacob. I feel like we're taking way too long on this, but...
Yeah, bear with us, guys. This is our first time. We're going to get better as time goes on.
Feels like the first time.
It's getting late, but it's okay.
Jacob, your team's really good.
I don't even know who's on his team because he's traded many times, but I think it's a pretty good team.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's.
I think it was better when he drafted. But I thought.
I don't know when he drafted.
When he traded for David Johnson, I thought that was a great trade.
Who did he get with his pick that he stole, that he traded with Jamie? A. Brown.
Yeah, we had talked about that. He traded him away for David Johnson, who he traded away.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, his team could be, when Alshon gets healthy, his team could be really good. Because we'll have Alshon. But right now he doesn't have Alshon, so it's kind of like...
He basically has Tom Brady and Alvin Kamara.
Christian McCaffrey.
I'm not super high on him, but...
I am, so... And he got Larry. Larry was number 4 receiver last year.
Yeah, reliable Larry. He's always reliable.
And then Delaney, my boy Delaney.
Delaney probably going to have the best targets on Tennessee, so... yeah.
Kelvin, don't really like that dude, but you never know. Also don't know who's throwing him the ball. Mike Wallace.
Didn't know he still played.
Yep, he's on the
Eagles. Thought he retired, but
yeah. Did we look that up at the draft?
Yeah, because I was like, I got Crabtree, and we're like, who else plays for the Ravens?
And I was like, is Mike Wallace still on the team?
Yeah, Mike Wallace?
Me and Carson were Googling it at the draft.
We couldn't find him. We thought he retired.
But he's on the, because he's on so many teams now. Did he start with the Steelers? I know he's on the Steelers, though. He was on the Steelers a while. He was on the Steelers back when he was like the number 1. A. Brown was Mike Wallace's number 2. Think about that for a second. And then he went to the Dolphins and replaced Brandon Marshall. And then he went to
Brandon Marshall.
Marshall. That dude's still on the Seahawks, right? He hasn't got cut yet, right?
I don't know.
I saw someone drop him early. Anyways, back to Jacob's team. Got Kamara back, McCaffrey, pretty solid running backs. You got a lot of top 10s and then a lot of not top 10s. So you guys are either pretty good or they're just like, you know what? You definitely got this dude late. So
pretty good team. I can't get over his trades.
I don't think they were bad.
I mean, I don't know how you trade away Antonio Brown to get something.
I'm not saying the logic is necessarily the smartest, but I don't think each trade individually was bad. But in the long run, it might be bad when he traded. He basically didn't have a first-round pick, like you said. So
he basically didn't have a first-round pick and traded away for somebody that he could have kept in the 14th round.
Yeah, I feel like you could have just drafted better, Jacob. But
interesting. We'll see.
But we'll see. But pretty good team. I think it has a lot of upside. But yeah.
Yeah, as we said, draft was good. I think everyone's pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, it should be a competitive year.
Yeah, Fitnick has some work to do. Daniel, your team is good, barring any injuries.
We could also do, I don't know if you guys would be up for this, we could do, after each week, we could do an updated, or like every other week, we could do updated like steamer prediction. We could do that. That'd be kind of fun too. At least until like it's like really late in the season, when it's like, all right.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. And anything you guys want to hear, message me or Eddie privately.
Yeah, and the other episodes will be a little bit better and formatted. This one I kind of just didn't really care because we're just draft recapping.
Yeah, this was kind of our trial run. We're gonna get better at this.
I have an actual format for like the week by week, and we'll talk about all the side pots and all that stuff, which we are doing, and we'll be paying as long as I get money. I have some money, but we lost a lot. We lost a lot of it.
Yeah, John, you better find that money, or you better take out a loan because, I'm not paying my $20 again. So.
Yeah, it's and also we still got to get the other ones that he said that he would pay the.
Yeah, John is in. He's in debt right now. I'm gonna call him and be like, "Hey, can I speak to John Patrick, please?"
Hopefully, we find that money, and everyone can get paid their side bets, their side pots, and
it may be gone forever.
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez gone
forever.
What's worse is he's really gone forever now.
He is gone forever.
Yeah, but when that video came out, he was just gone forever, like in jail. But now he's
gone forever.
Now he's dead.
He's like one of Big Al's home runs.
So.
Gone forever.
And apparently gay too. I wouldn't know. But, all right, enough babbling. Overall, fun draft. Looking forward to the year. Looking forward to the podcast.
Yeah, send some suggestions if there's anything you guys like to hear.
Also, we will be taking guest callers. I'm thinking about doing future podcasts where me and Carson aren't in the same room, as in we might do podcasts over Discord, perhaps. So we could drag people in through Discord. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. I think it'd be pretty easy. I do want to have guests, and I'm actually going to contact the person who we want for our first guests in the next couple of days to make sure they can do it.
Yeah. Be ready to listen next week. We're going to have a solid show. We're going to have a product sponsor us.
We do have a sponsor. We are bringing sponsors back. Shred of the Week is coming back.
Yes.
Maybe some other surprises. Who knows? Who knows? But Shred of the Week and sponsors. Maybe not weekly sponsors. They are hard to come by and think of, but we got I already got a couple. One gave us our sponsor at the draft, so that might be a hint to what it is. Hyped for the podcast, hyped for the season.
It's gonna be fun.
It's a week away.
It is. Again, don't forget, do your decathlon events. Please get those in.
And also, John, I don't know if you need to redo the pick'em thing, but we should probably get that set up too and get that ready for next week. But yeah, I'm excited. Bofacast 2.0.
Steamer and the Champ.
It's
Dirty Edward and the Boys.
It's gonna be an interesting adventure, and it's only gonna improve. I'm gonna put a lot of time into this because I don't have a life, so.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just gonna be here to talk because I work like 12 hours a day. But anyways, I guess that's about it.
That was the first episode, and see you guys next week.
See you next week.